Good morning to all. This is Vengal Narendra, Assistant Professor of Mathematics. Show that limit z tends to 0, limit z tends to 0, x square y by x power 4 plus y square, x square y by x power 4 plus y square does not exist even though this function approaches the same limit along every straight line through the origin. We have to show that this is the given problem. We have to show that the function is, that means the limit does not exist for the given function. Limit does not exist. Okay. Now here, what is the one condition is given? That one also we have to prove first. What is that? Here, each and every line, if the line passes through the origin, a straight line, if we are consider the straight line, okay, for all, even though we have the same limit passing through the origin, the line passing through the origin, even though we have get the same limit, but we can say it is not that the limit does not exist. We have to show that one. First we have to, whether according to the given data, that is through the approaches the same limit along every straight line. We have to observe that one along every straight line, whether it is limit exists or not. Okay, whether we get the same limit or not. First we have to check. Now first path 1 I am taking according to the given data. Solution. Path 1. I am consider the path 1 here. Now path 1, what I am taking, okay, along z, okay, z tends to 0 along the straight line, now passing through the straight line passing through the origin, general form is y is equal to mx. You can take y is equal to mx. Now whether we get the same limit or not, we check it. That is also given in the question itself. Okay, but we have to check it whether we get the same limit or not. Definitely we get the same limit because he is given. Okay, we have to show that one also. We have to prove that one. Limit z tends to 0, x square y by x power 4 plus y square. Now here in place of y you can take mx. Now limit, okay, y tends to mx, z is equal x plus iy. Now you can take z is equal x plus iy. That is y tends to mx and x tends to 0, x square y by x power 4 plus y square. Now first we have to along y we have to identify the limit. Next you can apply x tends to 0. Now limit, okay, now first I would like to apply y. Now x tends to 0, x square, wherever y is there you put mx divided by x power 4 plus y, that is mx whole square. Now this equal limit x tends to 0. Now mx cube divided by, here x square is common. If you take x square common, now what you get, x square plus m square. Now that x square cancel, x square over, limit x tends to 0, mx by x square plus m square. Now you apply limit here. When you apply limit, m into 0 divided by 0 square plus m square, irrespective of the value of m, you get 0. That means in any direction, if the line passes through the origin, if you take any direction the line passes through the origin, the slope, irrespective of the slope, the value equal to 0. That means we get the same limit. The line passes through the origin. Okay, we get the same limit, the line passes through the origin. Now that is the given data, just I have shown. Okay, yes, whether you get the same limit or not. Next, path 2, we consider the path 2. Okay, now here path 2 you can take. Path 2. Now path 2. Now path 2 here. Now path 2 you can take, suppose z tends to 0. Z tends to 0. You consider randomly, I am taking here parabola. Along parabola, y is equal to mx square. Y is equal to mx square. Now this is also passing through the origin, y is equal to mx square. Okay, now here passing through the origin, a curved path I have taken. That means already said, okay, z approaches to z naught in any direction, either a straight line or curved path, whatever the path. Just I am to test this one whether it limit is same limit, we get the same limit or not. I have taken a curved path, that is in the parabola form. I have taken y is equal to mx square. Now what is the value of limit in this case? Now you have to identify limit. Now z tends to 0, x square y by x power 4 plus y square is equal to limit y tends to mx square, then x tends to 0, x square y by x power 4 plus y square, x power 4 plus y square. Now this is equal to limit, first I am applying y limit, x tends to 0. Now x square, wherever y is there put mx square divided by x power 4 plus mx square whole square, mx square whole square. Now simplify this one first. Limit x tends to 0, mx power 4 in the denominator, x power 4 plus m square x power 4. Okay, m square x power 4. Now m square x power 4. Now this is equal to limit x tends to 0, m x power 4 in the denominator, x power 4 if you take outside, 1 plus m square. Now x power 4 get cancelled. Now finally you get limit x tends to 0, m by 1 plus m square. When you apply the limit, we get m by 1 plus m square, which is always not equal to 0. Okay, depending on the m value, the limit value also changes. Okay, here depending on the m value, m changes, the limit value also changes. That means limit is not unique here. Limit is not unique means you can say the function is the given limit does not exist. You consider the given limit does not exist. Very simple. Here I have taken the curved path. Here the limit we get a different values of m. I get a different value, limit value. But limit is we get always a single value. Then only you consider there is a limit exist. Okay, if for the different paths, if you get a different value, you cannot say that is a limit exist. Okay, in any path, any direction you can take, you get the same value, a single value you get. Okay, in the first path I get, in the first path, okay, in the first path I get 0, in the first path I get 0. Here in the second path, different values I get. That it is not unique actually. Here limit is not unique. Therefore you can say the limit does not exist. The limit, okay, limit is not unique. Here limit does not exist. It depends on m value. It depends on m value. It depends on m value. Therefore limit does not exist. Limit does not exist. Limit does not exist. Now by this simple example you can understand how the difference between the real theory and complex theory. In the real theory just you check where either from left side, right side, whether you get the same value, you can say limit exists. But here you cannot decide directly here in the complex plane. You think more lines, more directions, whether it approaches the same value or not. If it approaches the same value, you consider that a limit exists. Otherwise we can't say limit exists. That is the only difference. You think in different directions, even though you get the same value, you can say then only you can say the limit exists. Otherwise we can't say limit exists in the complex plane. Okay, this is one example which limit does not exist. Thank you.